So I have a bunch of life horror stories, like real life horror stories that I could share with you. But sometimes scary real life stories are not so much of the daunting kind, of the haunting kind, but more of the daunting kind. So there's nothing more daunting than facing the fact that you're going to be a single mom in a couple months. Less than a couple months. It's a scary thing. And the stories surrounding this situation have been pretty scary, but sometimes the scariest things in life can also be a blessing. So, to my defense, it was not a one-night stand. It was a three-night stand, okay? Let's be clear on that. Well, it was actually the fourth night was the night of creation. So, I met this guy at my usual place where I go for karaoke, Thursday nights at Happy Rooster, and I don't know, I was just smitten by it. He was an out-of-towner, he was from New York, and, you know, being perpetually single, sometimes you have needs. I'm used to being a born-again virgin. The opportunity came, and I was like, let's go with it. I'll be a slut for tonight. So anyway, 3 nights with this guy, and I was like, oh, maybe he'll be the one, stupid me, stupid Fania. Oh, maybe we can make this work out, even though he lives in New York. Of course, he never called me, and I was really disappointed. Then, fast forward a month and a half later, I was a featured performance artist for an open mic night, so I sent my emails, my Facebook messages, and I was like, I'll just send it to him, even though he didn't respond to my Facebook friendship request or any of my texts. And I was just kind of like, ha ha ha, like as if he'll really respond, and he did. He responded, and he's like, actually, I'm in town, that would be great to see you, except I have that bachelor party that I was organizing when I met you. He's like, but I'm here tonight in town and available. And I was like, yo, dude, that's a booty text. That's a booty text. No. So I was like, that's nice. Have a great time. I really didn't expect you to never call me. So anyway, have a good time. He was like, blah, blah, blah in his text. And then he goes, again. Well, but I'm here tonight. And I wrote back, that's nice. Have a good time. It happened to be a Thursday night again. He remembered that I go to Happy Rooster for karaoke. And in my drunken state, found me and seduced me. And that was the night of consummation. That was the night of making a scary and a stupid choice of having unprotected sex. And then the next night going, what the hell? The next day going, what the hell did I do? And then, of course, scarily, the morning after pill did not work. Yes, it did not work. So, a little bit later, maybe like 3 weeks, I'm like, ooh, still haven't got my period. That's kind of weird. So I finally take like 4 pee tests, and it's clear I'm pregnant. I call him, I tell him, and he's like, I really think you should have an abortion. And I was like, yeah, see, I'm not that sort of person. I'm just letting you know. I mean, but I think we should talk about it. And he's like, I can't get to Philadelphia right now. And I was like, well, we really should talk about it. Anyway, so I'm like, he doesn't respond. I'm like, I'm gonna have this baby. It is what it is. Gotta take responsibility. It's scary, but I don't know. I'm gonna be single on welfare, or maybe not single. Maybe he'll like me. But like 2 days after I had told him, it dawned on me. Why did he never add me on Facebook? So I text him, and I'm like, yo, man, it just dawned on me. Do you have like a girlfriend, or like you like married or something, and that's why you like never responded to my text? He ignored me. I'm like, dude, I really think you should let me know. It's really important. And he writes back, and this was the scariest. Yeah. Literally, on text. Yeah, so yeah, I'm in a long-term relationship, and just because of one bad choice, I have to live with this for the rest of my life. He's like, I have to live with this for, and I was like, it wasn't one bad choice, it was 3 nights a month and a half before. So, I'm going through all this scary crap, like bleeding for 3.5 weeks, and like texting him like, the baby might have died, and I'm like going to the ER room, no response. Finally, I found at this point his girlfriend on Facebook, so I'm like pissed. He's not answering anything. None of my texts, none of my phone calls. So I'm like, hey man, I think you're in denial, and I think Sarah should know about this. And if you're gonna continue to ignore me, maybe I have to be the one to tell her about this situation. His response, even scarier. Well, I'm sorry for fucking taking my time. Excuse the bad language. Sorry for fucking taking my time when you made a decision for the both of us. A decision for which I will hate you and that thing inside of you for the rest of my life. And I'm sitting there thinking, when did this scary, horrific, psychotic person, like, where did that come from? So here I am going through my trials and tribulations, finally got on welfare, finally doing everything. He still has not responded to my texts. And it's scary. But you know what? It's all good because I have a blessing in this belly and I'm gonna make it work somehow. So even though I'm scared shitless, I'm gonna make this happen. Single and pregnant, January 8th is my due date. Hopefully everything will come out okay. Thank you guys.